Yeah, sometimes you have to wonder what sort of percentage of the hundreds of thousands of people who watch Vegas Matt and Mr. Handpay and some of the other big hitters in the world of YouTube gambling. Well, what sort of percentage of those people have actually ever been in a casino? Because you'd think that anybody with any serious experience of playing the games that these guys are playing, blackjack, baccarat, roulette, whatever, leave out slot machines because that's idiot city, But blackjack and baccarat and so on, it just isn't possible to do what these guys are doing and make money, unless, of course, you've got a golden parachute or a golden safety net, however you like to describe it. And it's so weird, so funny to see these guys going back and forth on who's using real money and who isn't. Not one of them is using real money because they're not in jeopardy. Real money is when you're a genuine gambler who doesn't have a Google safety net, doesn't have a Google or a Moogle cash cow looking after the bottom line. When you're a regular person, when you lose. You don't get it back from Moogle, Google, Hoogle, Woogle, the casinos or whatever. You've lost it. It's gone. And that's the big difference between reality and these people who talk all this bullshit. And it really is BS. It's absolute nonsense. I think YouTube should be ashamed of itself for allowing them to do what they do. But on the other hand, YouTube has no control. It's putting up ads all the time, which are patent nonsense, blatant lies. And yet YouTube does nothing about them, just take their money and pay it on to the likes of Vegas Matt and Mr. Handpay and blah, 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 blah. Okay, then. So I've been having a lovely time lately weighing in on a ridiculous spat going on YouTube between a couple of the most successful of the sinfluencers, as I like to call them. These guys who are making a fortune peddling gambling to innocent fools, all the while pretending that they're not promoting gambling and they're just providing harmless entertainment, etc., etc. What a load of shit! Hypocrisy is really, well, it's a tough thing to put up with, really, isn't it? Anyway, here I am going into another blackjack session after a lot of baccarat lately. No idea what's going to happen. I don't ever have any idea what's going to happen, so it's that simple. A double for the loss. Repeat. Back to the min. Oh, fiddle faddle. Repeat. Oh, Dealer 22. I love it. Always like those. I don't know why. It's a weakness, I guess. But to min. Plus one. 51. Repeat. That was a sneaky one. Plus one. 51. hate these things. Yuck. Oh, bloody hell. Ah! Okay, so that cost me. So it's like 3-4, I think, because this one was a wash. I'm always expecting him to get 21 up there, you know. Okay. Oh, another 22. So sad. +1. And a pause. Okay, so I have confessed on occasion to the fact that although it has always been my rule that gambling and booze do not mix, and if you want to see the consequences of that, check out a Mr. King Goat John Sirasani, who never loses and who's never sober, it would seem, at least when he's playing blackjack. I mean, good God, that is so dangerous. Anyway, I've forgotten now. Just hope for the best. All right, 1-2. I assume. Oh, cheeky. 3-4. Eh. 7-8. Serious long grass now, all of a sudden. Close. Look at that. See that? See that? I knew that was going to happen. That's better. All right, we're not doing that well, but we're not doing badly. We're not losing. That's the most important thing. Double for the loss. 1-2. Ooh, I like that. They happen all the time. $23. Oh, that doesn't count. That's a repeater. Back to the men. Well, that was going to be another biggie up there. +1. 51. Repeat. 1-2. Eh. 3-4. Oh, look at that. Oh, dear. Oh, gold. 7-8. And that again is something that happens all the time. I should bloody well think so, cheeky bugger. All right, back to the men. And yes, I know the wizard isn't listening. Never does. Never answers any of my emails, my entreaties. Blah. Too busy hiking trails and stuff. Now, he does seem like an awfully nice guy, but he is terribly serious. And I'm not sure I could stand that. Not that he cares. Oh, dear, oh dear, that's like 3-4, isn't it now? 7-8 again. Oh, that would have been nice. All right, so we got it the hard way. 1608 minutes. No, that's okay. The last one. Oh, yay, 51. Oh, I like that. I was saying that was crap. Yes, it's very interesting watching these guys actually on YouTube because they do seem to deliberately play very badly. It's the only conclusion you can reach. Either that or they're idiots. Oi! Okay, that's a repeater. Okay, 3-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right at the end of the shoe, too. Damn it. Oh, 22 up there. Jolly good. All right. Back to the min. +1. I almost didn't hit it. Either way, I'd have been screwed. 50. Oops. Oh, all right. 1, 2. I messed up. Sorry. 3, 4. Oh, Christ. 3, 5 now. It's the beer. 8, 10. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of absolute beauty? Okay. Take a quick screenshot here. Oh, I can't do that while I'm still. All right. So we had plus 2,000, 2,550 in 10 minutes. So I will see you. Okay, so I had somebody say to me the other week, you could be cherry picking. And, oh, Christ. But of course, it's true. I could be cherry picking. So I've decided that from now on, when I'm doing blackjack, I can't do it with Baccarat Win Pro because Win Pro saves everything. It just saves all the shoe numbers and all the information and blah de blah. This thing is not that sophisticated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off this session right here where I left off the last one. And so bear with me a sec. All right, so now I'm back with a new shoe, so to speak, and off we go. Oh, that's no bloody good. That's better. That isn't. 51. Double down. Back to the min. Excuse me. So many noises. It's terrible, isn't it? +1. All right. 1, 2. Double down again. Uh-huh. Okay. Not so good. 1, 2, 5, 6. Oops. 5, 6. Aye. 11, 6. Draw. Bugger. Oh, good God. 17. Repeat. Damnation. 14-6. God, that was horrible. It happens all the time. Look at that. 8-10. I like it. Okay, we didn't make much for 1800, but we made enough to go back in the black, so to speak. I've got to be careful, haven't I? +1. Look, 1, 2. Rats. 3, 4. Good enough. Creeping up here. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Damn it. 3, 4. That was pretty. You get flukes on both sides in about equal numbers, you know. Honestly. Anybody who's played this game for more than 5 minutes quickly learns that much. +1. Bunker. Double for the push. Okay, that's 2, 3. 2, 3. Shame. 5, 6. Damn it. Long grass is waving. That was lucky. But you do get luck. You can't count on it. But you certainly shouldn't spit in his eye. Alright, so we got 1 out of that, I think. +1. Cheeky. +1. Damn it. 1, 2. Well, I'll take that. Back to the men. Booze break. Yeah, drinking and gambling are, well, they just don't mix at all. I don't feel badly about it because I spent so much time on these Sims and on these various projects that I wouldn't be able to drink at all if I were to say, no, no, no. So today I just got a delivery of a box of it's one of the best beers around. It's brewed in Bristol. Butcombe, it's called. It's wonderful. Okay, is that a double? Well, phooey on that. 51. What? Can you believe that? That's a double for the cheeky push. Oh, that's a round of applause for a 22. Like those. Well, Bugger me, bugger me. Normally I do a double-double on those. Well, not normally, but I felt like it this time. Okay. Is that 2-3? Might be 3-4. I'm not sure. No, it's 7-8. Damn it. My bad. Do it again. Oh, another bloody blank. Well, I'm not going to double that because we're on 8 already, so. Okay, 15-8, drop. Ah, didn't match it this time. Okay, so that's 11-8 now because we got 4 back there. And now we're on 3-4. Ah, 7-8. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shame. All right. Back to the min. +1. Double for the push. Oops. 1, 2. Oh, that was something else. All right. Back to the min. +1. 51. Repeat. Double. Oops. All right, so that's 2-3 now, isn't it? Nearly at the end of this damn thing. All right. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. Do I want to bother with 51? Yeah, I do. Might as well. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do at all. Didn't make any difference. 51, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're out of trouble. We're at 11 minutes. And we are at plus 2,700. And I'm not going to do any more tonight. I've had enough. So that's where we leave it. I will take a picture. All right, then, so I'm trying to stick with sort of like 3 shoes of baccarat and 3 shoes of blackjack, obviously extending to a greater number of shoes if I decide to gag at any point. Yesterday's last one was an 11-minute win, 2,700. And I'm trying to find a better way to present these things, but I have to say that as long as the audience remains as small as it is, and I'm not concerned about that, but as long as it remains as small as it is, it seems a bit silly to spend too much time, putting up loads and loads of these things and running them through Excel and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not doing that. I will if it becomes sensible at some point, but right now it doesn't look particularly smart. +1. I'm just going to say, don't be another 7. Oh boy, that couldn't be worse, could it? It could not be worse. That's 150, 2, 3 maybe. Ugh. 5, 6. Trouble already. Oh, gold. 11, 6 dropped to 3. 8, 6. Because we just got 3 back. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very fancy. 5, 6. Back in the long grass. Bummer. 11, 6. Dropping again. 14, 6. 8, 10. Oh, those 22s are great. See, I must have done something wrong, wasn't I? Look at that. I just said 8, 10, and it hasn't taken us into profit. I think I'll just repeat that one. Damn it. 1, 2. I'm going to regret this, I think. Maybe not. Okay, so we're a bit further ahead than we should be, but I mean, I must have done something wrong. I miscalculated, whatever. You have to, you're going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes because we're human beings, right? We're not AI just yet. So you have to kind of just go with the flow and fix them. Double for the loss. Repeat it. Double down. Oh dear. Ah, another 22 up there. Wow. Back to the men. Double. That was a classy one. Needed it too. +1. 51, excuse me. Repeat. I like it. I'm going to stop the clock while I drink a bit of coffee. And of course, what happens is I drink my coffee happily, and then I can't remember. Can't remember what the bet is. So I guess I have to do that one again. All right, minimum. Yes, I wish I could get a better brain. But don't we all? Even Einstein probably felt that way. Repeat it. Minimum. Darn it. I guess the whiz has to win once in a while. Oh, that's just overdoing it. Okay, so that's 2, 3. I like it. Yeah, this whole business with all these people taking pot shots at each other on YouTube and arguing about who's playing with real money and who's playing with fake money. I mean, they're all bloody well playing with fake money. The silly buggers, because they can't lose. Yeah, they can lose at the tables or at the slots or whatever, but they get, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 10 times as much back from Google at the end of the month. So they're not in jeopardy. They're not at risk. They are frauds, a bloody lot of them. And yet, they take shots at each other, not seeming to realise that each bloody one of them is throwing stones from a glass house. I mean, come on. That's got to be back to the men, hasn't it? Oh dear. Awful. 51. All right. 2, 3. Another 22 up there. I'm getting to really love these dealer 22s. Yeah, it's funny the whole sort of like back and forth between Mr. Handpay and Vegas Matt and NG Slots and various other people in the game is now being covered very closely by an operation that only started a couple of weeks ago in Australia, and already they've got about 5 times as many subscribers as I do, and each one of their videos is catching thousands of 8, 9, 10,000 views every time. And of course, my problem is, and it's a problem I created for myself, is that I will not pay Google to promote me. So I don't promote myself. I just let it stay out there, and if it gets read, fine, and if it doesn't, fine. That's my feeling about the whole thing. Um, I guess that's I lost one. Yeah. Oh, that was unexpected. That's a double for the push, and that's 2, 3 again. I think that's a double. Oh, what a nice one, wasn't it? Look at that. That was a pretty one. And you get them. You do get them. And these twerps who say that this sim is not accurate, not real, not the same as the real thing. I mean, they're just absolutely full of shit. Let's face it. Um, um, um. Double for the loss. Bugger. Double for the bush. Ugh. Okay, that's like 2, 3 again, I think. Didn't we do that last time because of a dealer thingamajigamy? Oh, 22, 5, 6. Another 22. 11, 6 drop. Doing a lot of dropping this time. Oh, thorough. 17, 6. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, is that rude or what? That was 14, 6, wasn't it? Okay, that's 4 back, so it's 10, 6. Damn. 16, 12. So we're going to make that 4, 3 in 500s. Oh, bugger. And now it's going to be 4, 5 in 500s for the push. The rule there is simple enough. After a push, double the bet if the bet is 100 or less. Otherwise, leave it alone unless you can turn a bet from a regular mid-recovery bet, which is 4, 3. So then if you win it, the next bet is 2, 3. Change it from 4, 3 to 4, 5, and now it becomes a turnaround. That's the only difference. I mean, that's the time when you do it, even when the bet is more than 100. So we're going 4-5, and we might be up shit creek here. No, we're not. Okay, so that boosted us very nicely, and back down to the min. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to say that I'm a hypocrite because I'm promoting gambling. And what I'm trying to do here is to promote exactly the opposite. I'm trying to say to everybody who wants to listen that you should not gamble at all unless you have the kind of resources that, say, Vegas Matt, Mr. Handpay, Bobby Rivas, Crazy Cody, Dana White, Steve Will Do It, um, uh, any of the other sort of like heavy hitters on YouTube. Unless you have their kind of resources, don't even think about it. Save your money. Don't waste money on paying inflated prices in Las Vegas, which once upon a time was a wonderful place to go for a bargain vacation where you could also, if you were lucky, make a little extra money from gambling. But the hotels were cheap, the meals were good and cheap as well, and it was wonderful all the way through when I first went there, which was sort of like late 70s, all the way through the 80s, really. And then it started to to turn itself into a sort of a Miami Beach type place with gambling as an extra. I mean, it's just insane the prices they're charging now, and these resort fees that they add to everything else. So, like the Wynn, for instance, and Entourage, or not Entourage, Encore. They have 55 on top of your room rate, 55 resort fee, and that they do that because the resort fee, not being part of the room charge, is not taxable by the state, but it is still taxable as a profit. The profits from it by the federal government, but there is no no tax in Nevada other than room tax. And do they have sales tax in Nevada? Damn, I lived there all those years and I can't remember. Losing my marbles. You hear that one roll away? Oh dear. What the hell? Where am I? I guess that's a double for the loss. No, it's a +1. Oh, lovely! Another 22. And that's another +1. And another +1. And plus max. Oh dear. Chase that one. All right, so now we're on 3-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Winding down on this shoe now. +1. Double. Oops. That was not looking good when it got to 10, was it? So that's 1, 2. Oh boy, that's a hit. No, it isn't. All right. This must be the last one, surely. There it is. Well, you know what? I'm not going to chase that lost single unit there. We're going to put this down as 15 minutes. And it's +3,575. Yeah, all of the people who say that this thing isn't real, you never hear from anybody, oh, I gave it a try and it really works. They don't think that way. And then you've got to deal with people like this fella, Surasani, whatever. He claims to be the best blackjack player in America, maybe the whole world. He plays like shit. He plays like Vegas Matt. He plays like Bobby Rivas. You know, a whole lot of other people who are constrained by the fact that the casinos do not want them to teach people how to win. You know, so if one of those guys were to say, "Okay, well, this idea from Seth Betts about pattern betting, this is really cool, really works. Let's give it a go on camera." Or on phone, as it is mostly these days, the casinos would not like that at all. You know, because I mean, look at this: 3 sessions in a row now, a total of 36 minutes of play, and we made first session 2,550, next one 2,700. So that's what is that? 5,250, 8,250, 750, 8,825 in 36 minutes. You know, and okay, if this were a crooked sim, then maybe there would be some way for me to fake it. I don't know how. And I'd love it if somebody would just check in with Mike Shackelford, the guy who puts this this sim up on his website, wizardofodds.com /play/blackjack hyphen v2 / Anyway, that's where it's at. Ask him, is it possible for this sim to be manipulated so that somebody can make it look as if they're winning? I mean, the people who make it look as if they're winning are Mr. Handpays, the John Sirasanis, the various other ones who don't post all of their videos. They'll do like Sirasani said in one of his, I said, we got wrecked the last couple of days, so we didn't get any videos. Well, I mean, what does that tell you? You know, yes, he appears to be a winner, but by golly, he's not. And I tracked 3 sessions of his. The first one was a slight house advantage. It was less than 1%. Second 2, and he won in both of those, it was a very clear player advantage. So he's not cherry picking after the fact. He's cherry picking before the fact, you could say, because he just won't bother to even think about putting up a video in which he loses. A little bit of loss, maybe 3,500 or whatever. And then there's this guy at the other end of the scale, what's his name? Sean Penn wins, who shows himself losing a shitload of money all the time because what he's selling is his sports betting method, whatever that might be. And I certainly believe that it's possible to beat sports betting with progressive betting because I did it for years. I made more money, to be honest, sports betting than I ever made from blackjack and baccarat, simply because it was quicker, bigger bets, but wham, you know, you'd get a big return. And you know, I mean, I'm not talking about sort of like the kind of money that he talks about, which is in the sort of 6-figure range. But I did. I think the best win I had was 14 grand, I think. And I said to the guy when I went to collect the money, you know, I gave him $20, and I said, you know, I'd love it to be more, but you can guess how hard I had to work to win this. And he said, oh yeah, sure, I get it, you know, and that was that. But you know, I mean, sports betting's great. Table games, you will always lose if you don't have a lot of money behind you and a good betting strategy. Slots, don't even think about it. Total waste of time and money. And so bloody boring. God. All right then. So as long as I don't have to shut down the Wizard Sim or whatever. What the hell was that? Horrible noise outside. I don't have to shut it down. Then I can just show you this was the last one, and now we're going to move on to the next one. So this was the one where in 15 minutes we made 3,575. Stop the clock while I take a walk and find another table. And here we are, pastures new. Who the hell knows what's coming down the pike, the shoe, the river, the whatever. Jeez, I've just been for a little walk outside, and now I'm sweating buckets. It's terrible. Ay. Don't mind me. What was that? That was a plus, I think, now. And that's another plus. Oops. That's 1-2. It's more aggressive than I used to be. I used to just repeat those, but now I don't do that. 3-4. And sometimes I think I should. 3-4. That was tidy. Oh, isn't it funny? Nines and sevens almost always get an 8. I don't know why. It's magic. Okay. Um, Back to the min. Not far ahead, but we're not very far into this. 51. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this silliness about who's telling the truth and who's playing with fake money and who's playing with house money and who's playing with whatever. It's all such a load of absolute bollocks. Seriously, I mean, it's like you hear Vegas Matt whinging about how sometimes we get wrecked and it costs us a lot of money. I mean, everything that he's lost this year is about 400,000, right? So far, I mean, here we are, nearly at the end of August. So in 8 months, he's lost 400,000, which means he's on track to lose 600,000 this year. How much does the guy get per month in profit just from YouTube? Never mind all his other bloody side deals, his merchandise and his bloody freebies and his sponsorships and all the rest of it. Well over double his year's losses. If at the end of this year he's down 600,000, then every month this year he will have made double that. And that's the reality with Vegas, Matt. And to whinge about the cost of playing, you don't play, mate. You don't have a show. It's like a bloody theatre producer saying, "Oh dear, I have to pay for the stage and the dancing girls and the curtains and the lights and the staff and oh God, and I've got to provide seats for the audience. Oh, woe is me." And he's making $5 million a month from a hit show. I mean, what kind of crap is that, really? Yes, they are. They're all con artists, those guys. Look, see what I mean? 7, 9 always gets an 8. Proof. Okay, that's 1, 2. That's a double. That was a good double too. I liked it. All right. Yes, I just went out for a haircut. My lovely cousin is visiting, and I thought, if anything merits a haircut, it's a visit from Jackie. Oh, bugger. That's got to be 1, 2 as well, isn't it? Oh, all right. That's like, it must be 4, 5, I think. I think I've gone off the rails a bit here a bit. 9. I'll do the 9, 10, and then I'm going to either run away or drop. I haven't decided yet. Damn it. Hey, that's too much wind. Excuse me. Very cooling now. Okay, so that's 2-1, and I'll pause this for a minute. Okay, so I gave up on that one. 1,000 in the hole. We had 99,000 there in the chip pile. So we're 1,000 down. We're going to go 2.5 here. 4-5, and I'm out of the drop zone simply because we've moved to a new shoe. So 4-5 is the turnaround bet. Not going to help, is it? Yeah. All right, so now 9, 4, 5, 9, 10, which is I'm in a bit of a mess here. Oh dear. So now that's got to be 10-5, so the drop is 2. Coffee break. All right, 10-5, drop is 2. Please remember, nothing changes when the bet values go high. Odds don't change, possibilities don't change, probabilities don't change. It's bad news all the way. Every single bet, no matter how much it is more likely to lose than to win, right? So, what did I say that was? 9.5, 10? It's got to be more than that, hasn't it? No, I think that's right. Bloody hell. All right. 12-10, the drop is still 2. 14-10. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I think my visitors are here. 14-10. 18-10. All right, they're here. All right then. So my friends from up north have been and gone. Had a lovely pub lunch, pub garden in the sunshine. A bit windy, but delicious and good beer. So on we go. Now I am right up shit creek right now. Let's see, 17,000, 18,500 down. I think the bet, I don't remember what the bet is, to be honest. So I'm just trying to do my sums. 17,500, 18,500. So it's got to be, damn it. It's got to be 1910 at least. And the drop is 2. So let's see what we can do. Damn it! 21-10. It's this kind of thing, once you get into one of these kind of slumps, it's really hard to get out of it. I think what I'm going to do here is, if I don't get the big bet when I eventually, because now I'm on 1910. I say 17, no, 19, so it's 21-10. Damn it. Look at that. 23-10. 25-10. Oh dear, oh dear. $23.10. If we lose this one, we'll run away from this shoe. All right. So now we're on 13.15. This is the turnaround bet. Look at that. Unbelievable. 13, what am I saying? 28, 30. Damn it. Jeez. Okay. 58.30. Minus 100k on the one side and bugger all on this side. Plus 45,500, which means we're down minus 54,500. Boy, oh boy, we haven't had one like this in a while. 58.30, so I'm running away, okay? All right, so we're standing at 58.30 and the drop needs to be 12. Oh, bloody hell. 58.30. 70.30. I don't believe that. Do you believe that? I mean, that was going to be a gift, wasn't it? And then it went bad. 70.30, so all we can do is repeat that. Oh, wait. So still 70-30, and we're in the drop zone. Oh, 82-30. Why am I laughing? It's silly. It's just amazing. 82-30. 94-30. Ah! 82-30. We got 12 back there. That's going to be helpful. 82-30, so we just got 45 back. 82-30, we got 45 back, so that's 32. 48. I'm in a total fucking mess here because I didn't write things down before I went to lunch. So sorry. So that's 45 came back, which is 32. So 40. I think it better be 40-40. Okay, and we're out of the shit. And please understand, anybody who's stuck with me through these things, I am not promoting gambling. Vegas Matt is promoting gambling. Mr. Handpay is promoting gambling. Bobby Rivas, Bretsky, Brandon O'Brien, all the rest of them, Dana White, Crazy Cody, they are all in the business of selling gambling to people who may be so excited by the nonsense that they see on YouTube that they will actually try it themselves. My message has always been, if you can't afford to win, don't play. It is madness to tackle these games unless you can actually beat the house at its own game, which is a money game. Sit down at any of these tables, look across at the dealer's tray, calculate how much money is in that tray, and it runs between 100 to 300,000, depending on the limits of the table, obviously, and therefore the size of the chips. But you're looking at a huge amount of money, and you can't necessarily match that. But you have to be able to do the kind of thing that I've just done here, where because of persistence, because of complete bloody madness, I've managed to eke out a profit. I don't even know what the profit is. 61,000 here, right? 161,000. So we take 100,000 off. We've got a 61,000. 55,500 is the nut at this point, which means we have only made 5,500 after all of that. We're up 5,500. Okay? Bloody ridiculous. But it's only 15 minutes. It's 14 minutes, basically. So we had to go through hell to come out with our 5,500. But that is all I'm trying to get across here. These games cannot be beaten if you play the stupid way these guys on YouTube play, and they play stupidly because that's their job. You have to get that. You have to understand that. And if you actually think that that's glamorous and exciting and entertaining and all of those things that people gush about in the comments under these things, then all I can say is you deserve to lose. And if you try these games and play the way they do, you will lose. But this is just another example. And this is one that needs to go through Excel because it was shit. Shit on wheels. It was horrible. And now I'm reaching for something to chew on here because the burger is coming back. You know how that goes. Okay, a worth of the riddle. All right, so I'm pulling out of this and just saying to you, you know what? If you can't play this way, you should not play at all. All right, I'm done. Bye bye. All right, then, I'm going to try and keep this short. Always difficult for me because it's past my bedtime. But the basic story here is that it was a mixed bag. Okay, you've seen, if you've stayed with me through all those games, all those rounds. Let's see how many were there altogether. 207. You'll see that the first lot, 132, very much in our favour, in pattern betting's favour. I don't fix any of these things. I have nothing to do with anything that comes out of the shoe or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's a sim. I get that. It's a bloody good sim. That's the most important thing that I wanted to get across to you folks out there. Next one. Ay, what are you doing? 133. Again, a little bit in favour of the house, 1.7%. Pattern betting turned that 1.7% into 18% in terms of win percentage. Next one down is 134. Again, sort of pretty easy, really. I mean, it was positive for the for the player, for us, for Algie. Little less than 1% positive. Pattern betting turned that 1% into 20%. Kind of like that. The next one, oh boy, I'm approaching this with caution. Gold, horrible. 135, 35 bets, 12 and a half winners. And of course, what I do is I do a net. So I take into account 3 to 2 naturals and double downs and triple downs and upple downs and doodle downs and whatever and all of that stuff. A horror story. House edge through 36%. We ended up with a 3% player edge. Just miraculous against that kind of crap. The reality, of course, is that in a real situation, I would have run away from this a lot more often than I did. But, I tend to try and stick with it as much as I can in these demos because I don't want you to get the impression that the best way to play is to be flighty and paranoid and to run at the slightest whiff of challenge, because that isn't the way to go. But all I've ever been trying to say to you is, if you feel uncomfortable for any reason, if you feel stressed, if you feel threatened, if you feel anything, and as I often say, if you need to pee, you need to walk around the block, you need to get away from a guy sitting beside you who keeps farting, whatever, go. Because it doesn't change anything as long as you keep your down and out in play. And, if you happen to be in the drop zone, then make sure that you carry that over as well. In other words, everything has to be picked up and carried over to the next location. So anyway, this was the last one. It was horrible. The 5,550 was won in about 15 minutes. But boy, those were not a very pleasant 15 minutes, as you might guess. Now, what's really intriguing to me here is that the whole session came out to be even Stevens. Look at that. And that's exactly the kind of thing that you can expect. Over time, the number of losses to the number of wins will not be that big a disparity. It'll be pretty close. But along the way, there'll be volatility like that last brief shoe, number 135, or brief session, that just destroys anybody who doesn't have an adequate bankroll, who isn't properly armed, strong enough, resolute enough, confident enough in their betting strategy, and backed by a bleep load of money. It's just not going to happen. So this is a wonderful example of that. And I do not fiddle with these things. I don't mess with them. I mean, I say this often, but why the hell would I? I mean, these liars, professional liars and professional losers on YouTube tell lies, withhold the whole story because there's motivation for them. They get a lot of money from attracting a lot of people. If they showed you too many losing sessions, then it would be a downer. So what they'll do is they'll salt in a few, and then they'll do crazy things like Bobby Rivas and his buddies did. They lost 105,000 in one session, right? The next session that they put up, in 7 minutes, they won it all back. Now, I don't know about you, but I find that surprising, okay? And that's the kind of nonsense that you will see all the time with these guys. They are in the business of pulling wool over your eyes. They are in the business of pretending that they're gambling with their own money. Technically, they can say that, but it's kind of like the guy who says, okay, I've done a deal with the guy down the street. I'm going to give him $100,000, and in 20 minutes, he's going to give me back $120,000. So you can say, yeah, I risked 100,000, but you knew in advance that you were going to get back 120,000. So can you claim honestly, transparently, fairly, truthfully that you were at risk with that 100,000? No, because you are guaranteed that that money will come back to you, not in the casino, but from Moogle. So there it is. Anyway, see, I've already gone to 6 minutes and I thought this was going to be like 2 minutes. Sorry about that. I'm gone.